It's Earth Day on the rear encampment areas of the Yorktown battlefield, and all the plants are coming alive in the spring. The dogwoods are blooming out. Fields of wildflowers, like these buttercups and lyre-leaf sage, provide forage for pollinators visiting the battlefield. The zebra swallowtail butterfly is feeding right now on some buttercup flowers, but its host plant is the pawpaw tree. The pawpaw tree, seen here, is one of the many native trees that you'll find on the Yorktown battlefield. It's an understory tree, much like the American holly or the dogwood tree, meaning that it grows beneath the larger canopy of oaks, sycamores, and sweet gums that you'll find on the battlefield. It grows in a partially shaded environment, and during this time of year, it has small flowers like what you see right here. The flower looks like a small bell turned downwards that provides pollen and nectar. But the real gift of the pawpaw tree is twofold, and it's not even the pollen and the nectar that the flowers produce. The pawpaw tree is the host to the zebra swallowtail butterfly, meaning that when the caterpillars of that butterfly are growing and eating, they will exclusively feed on the leaves of the pawpaw tree, providing them habitat so that they can grow and complete the life cycle and have the butterflies that we all enjoy. That's one of the reasons that you tend to see zebra swallowtail butterflies on the Yorktown battlefield. The other thing that it produces are fruits that typically ripen and are ready to be harvested in the September time frame. Fruits from the pawpaw tree are edible and have been eaten for centuries by both European settlers and Native American Indians in our area of Virginia. They're called the Appalachian banana, and their taste is something like a cross between a banana, a papaya, and a pineapple. They're very tasty and can be used in a variety of different ways, but they don't keep or store well, meaning that they're best eaten fresh, and for that reason, most stores don't stock them. But they're a rare treat that you can find right here around us in Virginia in our forests. One of the other wonderful aspects of Earth Day is how all different forms of life are coming alive and sharing this spring with us right now. Here you can see a birdhouse at Dare Elementary in which some bluebirds have just hatched. All sleeping quietly in their nest. How many do you count? Bird nests can be identified by the type of material that the birds used in the construction of the nest. Here we have an example of a nest with bluebird eggs in it. We know that they're bluebird eggs not just because they're blue, but because the nest was constructed out of pine straw. Bluebirds are the only small cavity nesting bird that construct their nests out of pine straw. Here's a nice example of bluebirds on their nest that are a little bit older. In this case, perhaps 8 days old. Look how much older they look in just 8 days than the previous birds that you saw, which were probably only 2 to 3 days old. Here's another view of birds, perhaps a day or two older at about 9 days, all hungry for their evening meal. All bluebirds, notice the pine straw nests that they're in. As this year's Earth Day draws to a close, and the bees bring back their final bounties of the day back to their hive with the nectar and pollen that they've collected, it's another beautiful start to the spring in Yorktown.